Hello, this is Galactic Civilizations version 2.01. Um, Now, this game actually started with 2.0, so some of the values might be the 2.0 stats, some of them may not be. I do have a setting on mine that I take a little risk doing, where it actually updates my game with some of the new stuff, but it's doesn't always work out. So a lot of new stuff. There's some UI stuff. So this is going to be continuing from a game state where I'm at. I'm in this. I've triggered the Ever War. Um, so in that part might be a little bit of a slog. Now because I triggered this event, I'm noticing that I'm doing okay. Uh, Building my. I'll talk about that screen in a second. I'm the pink here, so I'm doing okay. Oh wow, I did not see this before. Oh, that's really neat. I have to explore it a little bit more. Uh, so the faction power, I've taken a dent out of the Manti, but I also have some enemies coming in. The Interi came by and they took a few of my colonies, so I'm sending some fleets out to knock their fleets down. And then I also have, because of the Ever War, I'm also at war. Well, I'm at war with everyone. That's the whole thing with the Ever War. So it has some challenges. They've taken out a couple of my star bases, mining Durantium, and like I said, some of the stuff over here is being taken out right now. Okay, so I got 3 months to get to the Campus 2. To knock out this fleet and go back there. But I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get to the actual combat because I want to kind of cover some planetary management. So for those that played Galactic Civilizations, you may be familiar with sponsors, and there's a lot of people that request sponsors in GalCiv 4, and I do kind of want to show that. Even in GalCiv 3, it wasn't the greatest thing to do. You're actually better off making more shipyards. And part of it is this is not very well explained in the UI. So we'll just cancel this here. But if you hover over a blank build queue, you're going to see I have accrued manufacturing points. And so nothing is lost. That means if you have one shipyard building something and you're doing it in one turn, then you're storing more production. If it takes more than one turn, then you're consuming some of that production to get sooner. So ideally, actually, you get multiple shipyards building the same thing, and you increase your production rate that way by having more. But to do that, I need to set more cores. So let me just set this up here back to LCM, playing around with stuff all the time. All right, so into plan management, the first thing you want to do is for this, I have a problem. I cannot build, or I'm maintaining. I'm not again. I'm just kind of plateauing. I'm in a little bit of a stalemate. I build ships. I have to use them. I attack with them. So my military rating hasn't gone up for a while. This is pretty much all the damage I'm doing. So I'm effective with the ships, but I want to kind of break that. I want to push a little further, especially since I'm coming over here. So to do that, I need to establish more cores. So one way, there's a couple ways you want to think about it. You can look at the military production and then see what you're building. And if you have a lot of production that's not being used, and I'll talk about that in a second. If you have a lot of production that's not being used, you might as well split the colony up into two, or get another core. There's also the other reason why you may want to do more cores is if you look at series, this is each one of these would add 3% crime. Now I'm at a point in the game where crime isn't a factor. I don't have to worry about crime, but every time you have a colony, it adds 3% crime, plus another 3% if you have a criminal, plus a little bit more if you have a the Warforged. Oops, blind, going to the wrong spots. If you have the Warforged faction, I'm adding 5% crime. Now, throughout the series, I've done steps at this point where crime is not a factor. It might be if I turn this off. 1 second. Even that, it's, crime's not an issue. And you can see on this screen, you can't see on the planet screen, like the crime levels. I have colonial law and policy, which is -10. And then Endless Emporium is +2, Warforged is +5.1. Surveillance Center's 10, because it's built on that. I think is it per world? No, yeah, I have one built on that world. So these are all the factors. I do actually wish this was always exposed. But, so if you come to the databank and you come to core worlds, you'll, turn the volume down. You can see your total, and you can kind of see where you need to focus your attention. So I have Celestoria is down to 31% for approval. Approval is a huge factor for manufacturing and research. Crime is a factor for wealth, and it sort of also affects approval. And then there's pollution, which is a factor for food and growth, which I don't know if is represented here. Oh, I can see it over here. So the higher pollution. Now I'm playing the pollution also affects your approval, even more so after the last update. So now some of the values, I'll just warn you, some of the values are from the previous build of the game, so some things may end up looking a little different. So let's get into planet management. So I know this colony has a lot of cores or colonies. It's filled to the brim. I also am looking here that this is probably the most important part. I'm using up. I have a lot of mineral input and a lot of technology input. Now, sometimes you can find a set of colonies that are all kind of tied to one of the other, like a nearby core. And so you can get lucky and say, oh, these all happen to be near the same one. So let's see, we have a lot of wealth. I'm not using wealth. And if I need more wealth per turn, let's see, series is, we got 11. You got a fair amount coming from series. And then we have, these are some of the other planets. So unfortunately, in this situation, probably stuck with not using wealth. And then the other thing I want to look at is I want to look at the research, because what can happen is if you split a core, you may find that all of your whatever it was prioritized for or built for may be lost. So most of my research is coming from this planet. And then for my manufacturing, most of it's coming from, this core system. All these are on here. So I can break this core into two without really impacting my overall purpose of this colony. So I have, what I'm going to do is I have this colony here, and if I hover over it, it'll say -68% decay. So what that means is I have this, 2 minerals, 3 technology. I'm only getting 42% of those values. So if I put a core, whatever becomes a core gets 0 decay. and then whatever's close by it gets less. Like, I'm losing half of my value from this colony because of um, its distance. So, and then now there's a slight problem, and that is this is being kind of interfered with by something around here, and I can hold down the control key, and you can get the influence on the area. So the reason why I just bring it up is if I make this a core, I might lose it. I probably still may lose it even if I don't break in a core. But all right, so I might just double click on this, or not. So I'm jumping the gun here. I need a governor for a core. Okay, so I'm gonna hire the governors here, and first thing I want to do is I want to see if there's an interesting trait up here. Because sometimes, oh, this is interesting. This person is a genius, so it completes a research when I recruit them. So we'll do a side trip here, and I'll show you how to exploit that. Come over here, and let's say let's find a tech that costs a long time. This glorious legacy. 38 turns if I were to research that. Gives me +2 culture points, 10% influence growth. So I put that in my queue. And then I go here to genius. And now I just completed it. So wasn't really what I was going to show, but now I get this perk. So it's kind of fun when you get those. Geniuses are very expensive, but you can take advantage of it. All right, that was just kind of a I can do this thing type deal. That was try to show off. Okay, so back to the leaders. I'm at a point in the game where I just buy leaders like as they come in. It gives me options. There's multiple reasons why I do it. So let's go to. There's a couple ways you can assign a governor. You can click on here in the list and pick someone. Can do it that way, or you can get the name of the colony. So, Eri 1. And which is this one, this desert world. And that actually can be kind of important that it's a desert. And we have intelligence, social, and diligence. These are very important for your governors. Also, if we have a trait, which they don't make this screen easy to navigate. Like, to find out of all these governors who has what. So something I've hopefully gets addressed in the future. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take this leader. Although I think there is something people are saying that if I choose him and I finish off the other faction, I will lose that leader. So let's find someone else. I'm kind of looking for people with decently average stats, like this one. 8, 8, 11. So 8 intelligence, 8 social, 11 diligence. And they also, another important thing is they also have 49 loyalty. That's not the one. Who was like here? 50 loyalty. Now this may have changed, so if this doesn't operate the way I'm saying, it's because today was patch day. And I can't interpret this. So usually what happens is when I assign a governor to a world, I lose 10 loyalty. Okay, I only lost 5. I think it's up to 10. It's I think there's a weird mechanic behind it. I haven't figured out how the numbers, but the maximum is 10. In this case, I lost 4. 4 and some change, so it looked like 5. Okay, now I want to test something real quick here. KV2, my assign, and then if I get rid of them, this might have been a change. Do I get, is it 50? Okay, so it looks like, oh, because I'm on the other build. So, that the reason why that didn't, I wasn't sure about that is that may be different. Okay, so I came in this world and I noticed that this world has stuff built on it because I've conquered the AI. Um, and you know, they're kind of protesting. Mostly because I'm at war with them. So we got to figure out, okay, well, you know, this world's not going to be very productive. You know, even though my mineral input is 4.7, because my approval is 22%, I'm not actually getting a whole lot out of this colony. So I need to fix it. So, and there's many ways I can address that here. The first is I need to find out how I'm going to use this colony. So I have 4.7 mineral input. I'm going to come over here, and you can see all the colonies are feeding into this planet. Now we do see this colony right here, and that has 6 wealth, 2 minerals, 2 technology. And that comes into these inputs. So there's a possibility this could be a decent wealth world, and wealth doesn't, it has nothing to do with approval. So it's not necessarily you know, I'm actually getting some benefit, even though I don't even have wealth built up here. But because it's not based on approval, I'm getting benefits, you know, the colony is productive for wealth. So maybe that's how I want to build this world up. Because I know there's another colony I can add to it that's going to add more wealth. Technology is approval based, and so is manufacturing. Now, manufacturing you kind of want to always keep, so because you still got to build up the world. So let's, first thing I'm going to do is going to clear some of these improvements. There's some bugs. I don't know if it's one of my mods. Okay. Now, the part of the screen is going to look a little different. I've changed the color coding on here with one of the mods that's on the workshop. But you know, when you see this, you have tiles. This is a desert tile. It doesn't have any factors. This is a mountain tile. It adds +1 influence. When you're playing the game, it's probably going to be yellow. The reason why I changed it to cyan, that's color of influence. Influence is based on cultural input. I don't have a whole lot. Probably not going to focus on culture on this world. Let's see. What else we have here? We have, they had the surveillance center at reduces crime. Now, here's part of the reason why I want the crime stat right here no matter what, is I have to go out and I want to see how much of a extra crime I can get away with. So surveillance centers providing me 13, and we have or minus 13 and minus 10 from here. If I let's assume I'm going to get rid of that. So that means I have 5.1 plus 5.1 plus 2 plus 2, and then I get minus 10 from another source. So I can safely get rid of the surveillance center. There is not doing anything for my colony, so I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. Then we have a planetary generator. These are always useful. The AI built this in a bad spot, though. They put this on the edge. Now, this is in some of my other videos I described this as, this is a kind of a centerpiece. You build around it. So by the AI putting it on the edge, that's pretty bad. And then, but the better spot would be here, but I have a starport. Now, starports are, I think, fairly inexpensive to build. And then they also add a lot of pollution. So, but I'm going to destroy the starport. And it's going to show up in the list over here. And then I'm going to click on Planetary Generator. And I'm going to put it right here. Now, this is one of the new changes with the update, is it highlights these numbers. So I could build it here for a +4 because I have the two manufacturing districts. But that's because at that time, if I build it there, it'll be a 4. However, there's 3 districts around here that I've even built on. And this is a center. This offers +2 manufacturing and everything around it. So it's probably better I build it right there. And then I can build manufacturing districts around here. Now, it's going to take 19 turns. Well, much of that is I have 4.7 mineral input, and I have all these multipliers, but my approval is just so low. So what can I do? Well, let's see why these people are mad. Well, I'm at war with their species. That's true, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I have to work around that. And then they prefer an ocean plant. Yeah, it kind of sucks. They're on a desert, but I can't do anything about that. Well, sort of. I can transfer their population and put my own population on this world. So that might be a consideration, is to get these colonists off world somewhere else that they are happier with, and then put my population on this world too. So I'm going to look at doing that. All right, taxes are too high. Well, you'll always see this, but taxes are actually pretty low right now, so we can't do anything about this. Now, plant is too crowded. I'm actually above the population cap. I have 7 population, but my cap is 6. And so we have first a penalty for being crowded, second another penalty for being at population capacity. So if I were to add the housing district, I can possibly remove one or both those penalties, at least the 5%. So housing is going to be one of my early priorities here. And then the other one is unprotected. That's saying we need to put some sort of military ship in their orbit. Just to protect them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take one of my frigates and I'm going to send it over here. And it's not going to get there till the next until 2 turns from now, unless I. Ooh, wait, I might have a better solution. I don't know if that's 18 tiles. It's got to be pretty close. Nope. Okay, so next turn I will get rid of that modifier. So that'll put me at 32%. So then looking at the housing district, let's see, we have Planetary Mainframe. The AI built this here. There's no point. It's a low tech input, and it's only a level 3 district. And I keep saying level 3, and I'll explain a little bit more in a second here. So I'm going to destroy that. And Paradise adds +2 to everything, where the world this is on adds it adds 1 to everything around it, but it also increases pop cap by 2 and gross income by 10% per level. So it's a level 2 district, and the reason why is it level 2? Oh, because it's adjacent to the it's getting 2 levels from here. So if I move this here, I still get that, and then I get 2 more here. So this becomes a level 4 district, and I just get enough to get above my population cap. So I'm going to destroy the core capital and put the colony capital. Now the population cap is 8 and my population is 7. So if I go to my approval, again, just everyone's annoyed. They're still complaining it's crowded, but they're not complaining that they're over capacity. So, and then what I can do next is look at building a housing district, because maybe I want to, well, it's 2% is for crowded. 2% is not that big of a deal. Again, I'll get another 10% from the others. Now, there's another thing I can do here is I see all these protesters, and I look here, and two of them are at 44% approval, and then all these ones are dragging it down: 11, 16, 21, 25, 32. Well, what I can do here is I can click on the ones that are really upset, and I can imprison them. And as I imprison, if I watch this number, it should. Ooh, did I imprison one of the ones that was actually okay? Whatever. Dribble Gloom. Everyone but Dribble Gloom, I need to. So this is the one I want to keep, and they're a criminal, of course. But I will imprison, and you'll see that my approval is going up. Okay, so now I'm at 44%. And now instead of having my manufacturing below my mineral input, I'm actually getting, I'm finally breaking where I'm higher or higher than the other one. Sorry. And then what I can do here is I can make an entertainer. I'm not the greatest entertainers here. Do they have anyone that's an entertainer? How about you? Okay. Entertainer basically applies that to everyone around. So I can make him an entertainer, and because it's the only person not in prison here, that would be 47%. Now, that's probably, I don't think that's going to be a great idea. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him a worker. And I think worker actually gets an approval boost anyways. So it'll increase my manufacturing and I get the approval boost. Nope, it lied. Why did you go way down? That actually didn't make any sense. I'm losing a lot of control. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's because we had a recent breakthrough. That might be an effect I didn't know about. Okay. I'm not sure. That was actually unexpected. So either way, I think we'll leave it here. Well, here I got plenty of control. Which one's actually better? I want to look at that manufacturing number. 5 or 3. Yeah, no, that's definitely needs to be a scientist. Okay. Did not expect that. Okay, so we have this, and now this is only the approval is based on who's not in prison. So this is only you have now. If I were to imprison them, the approval would be 0. You have to at least have one person not in prison. Of course, it's the criminal. Let's see. I can imprison them. Now it's at 0. But they also have the ex-convict trait. And then so I can go and make them a scientist, and now they're fine. And they got rid of the criminal trait. Okay, so that's your citizens. This is resources. Let's see, tourism. Tourism is a Basically take all your tiles that you have, and then there's a multiplier. I think it's the cube root or some effect thereof. And come back here, and that is the own tile bonus. What that is, so that number there is basically saying it's based on how many tiles I own. And then that, the multiplier, the tourism multiplier, I take this number, multiply it by the tourism multiplier, and I get 12 from Minister, Free Mind Centers, 10, 25 for Galactic Festival. So that's my tourism modifier, which is 12.2. And then this is probably the most complicated mechanic in there, because then you add that number to the planetary input, add those two numbers, and then multiply both of those by the wealth percent, and then multiply by taxes. It's complicated, but I'll try when I'm working on a guide. When I do it, I'll have that all there, so don't worry about knowing. But just so know where those numbers come from, and then pollution is based on how many. Mostly comes from your manufacturing districts and manufacturing based buildings, which I only have the districts here. So as you add these districts, your pollution will go up, and then people will get annoyed. Stored goods. Stored goods is very important because you don't lose anything. If I you don't have to optimize this. Like, I don't have to think, oh, I got 6 turns here, but if I get just a little bit more, whatever you don't spend gets into stored goods. So with research, production, and ship production, you don't lose anything. Now, research, you always feel like you lose stuff, and there's a reason why it works that way. But you actually aren't losing anything when you you research too far. So we have that, and then we have maintenance. Maintenance is, basically from all the buildings and stuff like that. And it's kind of a good idea sometime or time, just check on, hover over the values. You can hold down shift like it says, shift to lock the tooltip. Hover over the icons and you can kind of see where things are coming from. So, and then we have planetary defense. It's based on your population's resolve. I have now, because I put everyone in prison. Actually, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it affects prisoners, so I'll have to think about that later. There's a planet class effect. The bigger the planet, I believe it's the bigger planet, the harder it is to take. And defense upgrades, stuff like that. Planetary defense, when it runs out, the planet gets conquered. All right, so we have planetary input from our colonies around. We got our citizens. They have their own benefits, and if I hover over the right spot, it's not going to do it. Oh, maybe it's if I click on. I don't know. But basically, this is a scientist, so I can see that they're not doing that. What is going on with... Oh, sorry. It's... Scientists actually boosts the tech input, but it doesn't show up on the list. All right, so we have that. So we take this, we got our multipliers. And now let's talk about improvements. So I might just destroy this here real quick, because I haven't actually built it. And I always describe this as being there's 3 base patterns, and this is the first pattern, and it's just kind of important to know these. Is basically a triangle, and the reason why this is strong is each, regardless of what's under the tile, each improvement or each is it's increasing these two. It's getting 2 adjacency effects, one from each neighbor, around it. So certain things work better with the, you know, making a triangle, like food districts. So that's the first thing you want to do, like when you have like improvements, is try to get into a triangle. And then the next thing I call is the diamond. And what a diamond looks like is if I take these 4 tiles, there's a diamond. And the diamond has a long side and a fat side. And you want to put your buildings on the fat side. And what I mean by that is if I put this improvement here, I have 1, 2, 3 tiles next to it. If I put it up here, just ignore this one. If I put it up here, I got 2 tiles next to it. And this is important for a few reasons. One, it leads into the next pattern. But let's say I have I have this, oh here, I'll just do it this way. I have this improvement here, and then I have like a fusion power plant. So the fusion power plant adds +2 in manufacturing, but it only increases by 2.5% manufacturing per. Where this one takes a level bonus and does 5% manufacturing. So if I put the fusion power plant next to, in the center here, I'm actually getting less out of it than if I put the planetary generator in the case of if I was doing manufacturing or military. Now, if I was doing research, it might be better, but then I'm still boosting. It ideally it wants manufacturing up here. It because it does level bonus. I'll explain it in a little bit here. So what diamond is you have your centerpiece. This is something else, and then I can put the fusion power plant, and I boost these 3 tiles, including my center tile, and so it allows it to get higher level. And then the third pattern is the circle, and it's 1 tile in the center and then surrounded by everything else. And this basically means that at a minimum, you're looking at a level 6 improvement. You can add more to it, like a triangle is at a minimum is a level 2 improvement, and a diamond on the skinny side is a level 3, on the fat side is level 4, or on the long side it's a level 2 improvement, 2 adjacent tiles, and on the fat side it's a level 3 improvement. All right, so we got our tiles here, and I put the fusion. I'm gonna put the fusion power plant. Now I can put here, or I can put it down here, and I'm gonna actually put it down here because one, it receives another tile, but it also buffs 2 more. Okay. And then place that. And it actually helps when you're planning these to just place districts in anything, even if you're going to put something else, until you kind of finalize a plan. And then rearrange your build queue. All right, so we have all this here. We're going to add 3 new districts, which will we'll add 5% pollution for that one. And then another 6%, so it's 11. And that'll put me at 23. No, 24. I can do math. No, I can't. Yeah, don't worry about my math. All right, so we have the those districts there. Now I have there's 3 different types of buildings here. We have the colony unique, means I can build them on each colony. We have the civilization achievement. Each civilization can build one of these. And then there's a I don't know if I have one of these. There's another one called Galactic Achievement that's like wonders in like Civ games. So the you can do one per game, and so kind of going into that. Got that covered. Sorry, I'm babbling. I'm a little tired. All right. So now next thing is well, how do I know what tile this is? Now it is color coded, but that's not the best way of knowing how to level these up. So, I've been saying this will be a level 8 district. But what it is you have manufacturing here, manufacturing improvement. Tooltip's getting in the way. Um, so what it means is anything with plus manufacturing for adjacency level bonus applies to its neighbors. So if I click on this, I can see that this tile is adding a +1 to the center tile. And then this one's adding +2 to everything around it. So, and then right now because this number shows what's been built, it's a level 3 improvement. But I can look here and see, okay, we have a level 3 and it does 5% per level, so 15%. When I get it to all this built and it becomes a level 8 tile, this is going to be 45% manufacturing. So have that here now. These little plus icons, these are terraforming ones. I can select one of the terraforming modules I've researched and build it on there, and then I gain a tile. The tile's chosen at random, it's just like anything else. You can't really control what's going to actually show up there. Now, there is a effect called planet traits, and if you look on here, this is a desert, and desert has mostly desert tiles. I mean, I know it makes obvious sense, but desert, if I'm looking on the galaxy map and I'm trying to find some place to drop or start a colony, and let's say I had a paradise world here and a desert world here. Well, I know there's a good chance that the desert world is not going to have food. So when I'm trying to figure out what to core, I can use these descriptions. This is arboreal, which is, I can tell you right now, if I can colonize that would have a lot of forests. So use these, and these traits are up here, and then they're also on the world here. This is a desert world, so I know I'm going to get a lot of desert tiles, which I know I can't build food on them, and they don't offer me any bonuses. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to just have desert tiles. It's just with the way how things are, it's going to likely be desert. Okay, so I have this area here. I do know that I do need some housing, but I'm not at the cap, and I need to build this up. The other thing I need is, if I'm going to use this one as manufacturing, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do, I would have to build approval districts. But I'm not going to do that, and I'll explain in a second here. Here, let me try not to do things without explaining it. So I have a, kind of a thing. No matter what, this colony is not going to be good for manufacturing. So yeah, I could build it this way, and I could have the center. I could have it perfectly optimized, but I'm only multiplying against 4.7, and I know this is going to be a wealth area. So that may not necessarily be the best plan, or even doing any manufacturing in this world. It's not going to be good for that. What I can do instead is actually do wealth. So I'm going to get rid of these tiles even further. And I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to show a way of building this up. There's two ways of rushing production where you don't actually have to build any tiles on there. So I'm going to actually destroy all my manufacturing districts. It's not going to be good for it. No matter how much I invest in it, it's not a manufacturing world. And then this special here, this is a manufacturing district, but it adds approval. So not all the worlds, just because this says manufacturing. Oops, sorry. Just because this says manufacturing doesn't mean all these bonuses are manufacturing. There is some differences, or you know, kind of. You just have to kind of look at these. You have to pay attention or look at these. The supply depot increases your approval, and it says in the description. It says streamlines the goods and supplies residents, improving productivity and comfort. So the base effect, I get 10% to manufacturing, but then I also get 1% approval and 1% per level bonus. Okay, then let's see. Do we want a colonial clinic? Well, colonial clinic adds growth. That seems pretty good. The more I level it up, the faster my growth rate. It also is boosting my core world capital, which is my cap here. And then next to it, I could build a triangle here. It doesn't have to be districts or anything. This is this is still a triangle. I can build a housing district to complete the triangle. And that would, one, it increases this, the core world capital from a 4 to a 5, which it says right here. But so that will give me one population for that. And then it also has a one population itself, and then it increases population cap by 0.3. This is probably the weaker effect of the whole thing. More that this increases wealth and population. Now, there's a couple things I can do here. I can leave the colonial clinic where it's at, or I can rebuild it. Now, the colonial clinic adds 2 levels to population, but it doesn't do wealth, and this is going to be a wealth world. I think I've decided, so I can actually move this one tile over, and because slowing down my growth isn't a big deal, I can do the housing district. Now the housing district adds to wealth. Now this is in a better spot. This housing district basically serves as, basically a diamond. It's a triangle for here, a diamond for here. So if I build this up, it's adding, even though it's a green colored housing district, it's adding to wealth. All right. Governor's Manor. Governor's Manor adds 10 to loyalty, plus 1 to all, and gross income 3% per level. So what I like to do, especially when I'm learning this stuff, is I put all the I look at the colors to get a real, like, is this a wealth improvement? I put all my buildings kind of in one spot just to kind of get myself, organized. What are my options here? And I know I can fill out everything else with districts. So those are the main options for here. Now, the other for wealth, if I hover over income, it would say crime, but it's not going to say it because I don't have any crime. But I can see, okay, what are, different factors here. So let's see. So for wealth, we have the Planetary Court. Oh, sorry, that's not what I was going to cover. Governor's Manor. See his loyalty number? Well, I have 45 loyalty for this governor, and that loyalty says governor's loyal. So it's not, there's no benefit. I'm just kind of an equilibrium point with loyalty. So I'm not actually getting any effect, any boost, because the governor's just, they're okay. And loyal, don't get worried. A lot of people get hung up on loyalty. This is not approval. It's part of the reason why this number kind of goes down. This has no effect on how happy your citizens are or anything like that. if you give them, they have their own motivations and they may become disloyal, but you can give them a gift. And a gift is a harmony crystal. And then do that. Now it's at 55. And now you can see here, because of their loyal, this actually might be social. Yeah, so let's look in here. I think there's there's a few effects from the governor. But if I hover over this, our governor's loyal is now 7%. So I started at, I don't know what, 31%. Now I'm at 46, which didn't really change a whole lot. Just adding that governor, but they're 7% more loyal or happy, because my governor is loyal from 0. Now, if I build the governor's manor, because harmony crystals have a 30 turn cooldown. If I build the governor's manor, I make this governor 65 for loyalty. And then this is a 1 to all gross income district. And then I can compare it to the finance district. This is 3% per level, which is the same as the governor's manor. So this, as far as where I put this, it's the same as a finance district. That the only thing you worry for where you put it is the only thing that matters is what adjacency level bonus it has and what effects per level. All right, so then we have the planetary court. We have reduces crime. Well, I know in my current game, I don't have to worry about crime. And then, I mean, this is crime, crime, crime. That's all it affects. And it's a civilization achievement. So I'm not going to bother building it. It adds 1 wealth per level, but none of the effects are going to have any impact on my civilization. So I don't want to just build it. So I might just get rid of that. And then we have the trade network. Now the trade network has 5% per level and grants 1 around it. But that 5% per level, this becomes this is a centerpiece because it receives the highest wealth out of everything around here. And then the other two, are basically diamonds. So I can destroy this and I can build a trade network in the center here. Okay. And then I have this here. The governor's manor increases everything around it. It's not just wealth; it's 1 to all. So if I put it here, I can have another growth bonus. I can have another minor increased population, and I will still receive. It's a wealth improvement. So if I put it here, I increase my wealth level by 1, but I don't get anything from this population improvement. So I think between these, there's quite a few decisions how I want to do this. I think what I might do, and there's never just a purely right answer. You can kind of place these. I think going here would probably be one of the better decisions. Now, not because, I would still have to improve these to get any value out of those two potential districts. Or, yeah, so this is, I can add this up. This is if I put the wealth district here, it's 2, because I can see it's already figured these 2 in the calculations. And then I know if I do finance districts, that's 2 more. That's a level 4 improvement. And this is a decent enough, but I mean, I guess this is no different than a finance district. So it probably doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna put it right here. And because I don't need to worry about level, and I could put a finance district here. It's gonna have the same effect. So I think the, where did I put that? Governor's Manor, I'm going to put right here. Because even if it was a finance district, it would be the same effect. There's no benefit for putting it in the center or in a good spot. I'll save those spots for later. And buildings kind of just suck to have to rebuild anyways. So, okay, so I've placed my improvements. Another thing you can do is, let's say I had one of these built. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way of leveling a finance district. But if I could, I could click the plus and this just adds one level that way. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to, I think the priority is getting, because I get the best effect out of the trade network, I'm going to place my finance districts here. And I'm just getting I'm laying out a blueprint how I want to plan this. And then there's a way I can, how I want to think about the order. Now, you don't have to min-max this to death. I'm more showing it some of the things. Even if you're just, even if you put a building and surround it with districts, that will still be effective. You don't have to optimize or think everything too much in the terms of min-maxing, but you can if you want to. All right, so I got kind of my general layout how I want to do, and then what I suggest next is to plan out how you want to, what order you want to build your buildings. So we got Colonial Clinic. That's pretty handy. Although growth isn't the hugest priority right now, so I might just put it in the back. Housing district is kind of useful. Well, except for this is a +2. Okay, I just promoted it back. Housing district gives me another 1 for my population, so that I'll do that second. And then I get my trade network. And then the Governor's Manor. I think the Governor's Manor, even though the trade network gives me more gross income, the Governor's Manor gives me loyalty for my colony governor. So I could do that. And then I might fill it up with these finance districts. You don't have to plan the entire build at once, though. The other thing, now, it's not generally the best idea to boost culture when you only have, cultural input is low, but there's actually a solution for that. And I also have this problem here. I'm basically surrounded. Now, if I hover over, let's see, I'll come back to influence in a second here. I think I got that covered. The other thing is you have these planetary projects. If there's enough to build, you can basically convert your production to money, or you can convert your production to modules. Each colony can actually have a shipyard. Even if you're not building ships, you should build the shipyard. And if you don't have the production to get this done completely, I would rush by it right away if you have the credits for it. And the reason is you actually double your manufacturing because you also get military manufacturing. Now, I have such low manufacturing here that it's not doing me any good, but you might as well not waste it. It's free. It doesn't cost you a slot. So you might as well just build it. And then let's say you don't want to micro these things. This is probably the worst example because it's going to take forever. Let's say you don't want to micro these, but I want to say, hey, tell you what, you're kind of useless, but if you can build some fighters, that could be somewhat productive. Now, if you don't want to sit there and micro this whole thing, you can click the repeat order. The other thing is you can do missions, which are, one-time effects that can basically, missions convert your ship production to something else. So this is ship production plus a Promethean, converts it to research. Treasure hunt, ship production to wealth. Now, you may have more of these depending on what faction you're playing. The other thing I wasn't actually going to build this as a seed. Let's say you have really low production and you want to build up your colony faster, build supply ships. That converts your ship production to stored goods, which in turn gets used for building up your colony. So we have do that, and I can just put it on repeat for now. Now, it's going to take a while, but I'm not going to worry about this because as I build up, well, it's probably never going to be useful here, but as I build things up, it's going to, the turns can reduce. Okay, covered districts, covered improvements, covered... Does anyone have any questions, by the way? I know I can sometimes ramble on and stuff like that, so... Okay. I might continue, but feel free to post in the chat. All right, so we have our plan here, and I kind of ran through more of a min maxing way of approaching it, but that's because if you min max it, it's probably easiest to explain. You don't have to do it, but it makes it easier. All right, so we got this, and we have a huge production queue. I mean, this would take the rest of the game to complete. So there is a solution for that. Oh, by the way, there's this automate button. I've never done it, but it'll build stuff for you. So when you get a lot of worlds, you can have it auto build. Okay, so we have this this world here, and what I can do is I can find another shipyard, and let's say I need that a little quicker. I could build a supply ship. And let's say I might just do I might take 3 turns to build supply ships. I might switch this here. So each supply module adds 75 production. I actually want to see something. Supply ship. Oh, thank you. Delay. Okay. So supply module. Okay, it was limit 1, but this basically adds production overflow, and so I can tell you it's adds 75 production. So if I go into my construction to build a colonial clinic, take 150 out of, or 75 out of 150, means 2 supply ships will build up a colonial clinic. Just maybe another one for the housing district, and maybe 3, maybe another 2 more because I might have some overflow from the housing district plus whatever it builds. So probably, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I might build 5 supply depots, and that gives me a basic infrastructure to build everything else, and then I can leave it on its own. So I might come over here, and I'm going to add 5 supply ships. Okay, now another thing I can do is I can click on the shipyard, and I can click go to, or set rally point, and I can find the planet in the list here, which I have a lot, and you can't sort them. But I can find anything within range. If it doesn't show up in the list, it's not in range. What? Yeah, I wish I could sort these. Here. And this number here is not how many turns, it's how many tiles away. So it's 51 tiles. So it'll complete in a couple turns. So I'm going to build 5 supply ships. They're all, without me controlling it, it's going to automatically send them over to this world here. And that's probably all I can afford to spend uh, pulling away from this colony. Although this colony is more of a research one. All right, so we have that colony built up. Let's build it. I still have to build up another. If I look at here, I have a lot of kind of wasted production. So let's look here. We have a research world. What's not helping this Taiwan? Where is that? Well, that's up here, and then there's a colony up here, candidate. Okay, so let's think about that. Well, if I have that here, I have 2 minerals, 3 minerals. That's 5. And then it's this Kai or Ka, sorry, is nearby, so it might claim Ka for its own. Right, and then we have this cluster here. Okay, I put a label here. I said wealth and research. Ka is a manufacturing and doesn't really affect wealth and research. So the question is how far away is that closer than this world? Because the core world is going to claim whatever colonies are closer to it than anything else. But I can test this by taking a governor. I can take any one of these and put them on here because most of these governors, they're just in factions. I don't care. Robert Dan, okay. All right, so I come over here and I can see this is how this is built up. But now I can see, okay, this took Taiwan. God, so this took the colony worlds that I wanted to. And then it has 8.3 production, or minerals. So, and then it's already built up because the AI was here and they built this up for me. They're so nice. So I don't have to build it up, and it starts pretty productive. It's 3.4 manufacturing, so I can build a shipyard, rush it, and now I can build fighters out of this. So then I'm not necessarily starting from scratch like I did in the previous world. I can build up from here. So let's look at what they have. They put all the districts together, and they have probably, oh wow, they did really good not to have huge pollution from all this. Um, they probably the AI is actually pretty good about building this. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. Okay, so looking here, let's first see what we can get rid of. I have a 4.7 tech input. Uh, this is never going to be a research world. Planetary mainframe, I can just get rid of those. Okay. Starport, it's kind of in the corner. Starport, I can tell you right now, is going to be a centerpiece. The military input from a starport is huge, and the AI. It's one thing the AI doesn't know. Maybe I should share with Frogboy on this. Is where to put this stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to be like perfect. But the starport is a centerpiece, so I'll want to move that. I'll come back to it. Again, I don't need crime districts. You only need crime is if it's really impacting your approval or you're building wealth. Otherwise, you don't need crime. So let's get rid of that. Crime also boosts the starport just a little bit, so I may end up rebuilding it, but that's in a bad spot. Okay, food districts. Food kind of conflicts with manufacturing. Now, right now, I have pretty low pollution, and I'm already in negative. I'm gonna leave my food districts here, but just so you know, it's usually when you build a manufacturing world, You don't luck out here and get away with food. All right, Zeno. Now this is a I can show a neat trick with this one. See, this is a civilization achievement, and this you can only do with civilization achievements. In fact, this building here in the newest version of the game is not. You won't be able to build this. It's part of the intuitive ability. But this is a civilization achievement. And what I can do with this is if I have these, I can destroy them. And there's a graphical bug here, but now it shows up in this list over here. And so normally a civilization achievement, you only can do one per civ. Well, this is why I always refer to as my war trophies. This is my trophy chest. And what that means is when you conquer a civilization that has a civilization improvement, you can build it wherever you want. Which I don't remember what I'm building influence worlds. Oh, okay. See here, I have one, or is it one or two? I have two of these coordination beacons, but I have this the center here. So let's see. We have it boosts tourism, influence, wealth, approval. And it has a both growth bonus of 1% per level. Now, because it boosts tourism, I can either build this tile up and move it there, or I can just straight up destroy this. Now, I don't know if I want to do that actually. 10%, 20%. I think actually I'm going to build the planetary conversion. And because I don't want to come back to this screen the next turn because I'll probably forget, I'm going to rush it. And now it's right here. Now I can build this improvement. And now it's a level 9 improvement, and I add 9 influence growth. And that 9 happens before your multipliers. So that's a flat bonus. This is really strong. Flat bonuses are always really good. So it adds 9 to the multiplier, plus it adds me a little Diplo bonus, which everyone's stuck in permanent war, so that's not going to do anything. But I can build this next turn, and I automatically get it and benefit from it. So this may get nerfed, but I actually like it because it's not grossly overpowered. It's neat. It's fun. You get benefits. There's more benefits for being a warmonger, stuff like that. But I admit that it could get nerfed. But I would enjoy that. It's been there for a while. Okay, so let's back here. We have the Hollow Theater. This is a manufacturing world, so approval is really nice. And my approval here is 48%. So the Hollow Theater is already built for me. It adds approval, and it has a level bonus of even more approval. It adds tourism population. So as long as it's adjacent to the core world, it also boosts my population. So I might do, I might build around it. I might put entertainment districts. I might make a triangle. Okay, so we got these. So now when I build these up, I would say you prioritize if you need approval, you prioritize approval. In many cases, because of how approval affects these two values as much as they do, like these all these districts here, they're additive, but the approval districts are multiplicative. So the formula is planetary input times all your percent bonuses times your approval. So approval is generally, most cases, the first thing you want to focus on is getting that up to 96. You can't get 100. Um, uh, that probably will never change. And the reason is um, and it's a good reason. Frogboy just says there's no one is that happy with their government or their governor to be 100% in agreement. So that's kind of why the lore reason why you can't get 100% approval. So we have that here. We got a little triangle here, and then we have a supply depot, which also boosts approval. It doesn't benefit from anything else being where it's at right now. So some people look at this saying, "Oh, it has an approval effect and approval down here." So I put approval. I surround it with approval buildings. No, you have to look at the manufacturing district up here. It's a manufacturing improvement. So right here we have the planetary generator and the supply depot. I want to build the supply depot, but it's in a bad spot, so I'm gonna destroy it. The planetary generator could be in a better spot. It's a centerpiece, so I'm gonna destroy that. Okay, what else we have? Planetary recycling center. This is a pretty good improvement, but it was a little bit better where it was located. I might think about that. It's kind of an elbow, or sorry, not elbow, diamond. But maybe I could work around and keep it there. But it does boost 2 levels of manufacturing. And then I think we're leaving food for now, and then we have the starport. So we have our our improvements. We recalled the ones that we wanted to move around, and so let's build around here. So let's see. We have a centerpiece. This is a wheel. So I can do this. Now I haven't really been talking about these tiles here. Like this is a forest. It's +1 manufacturing. Keep in mind that this is a +1 to manufacturing. It's not. This is the tile you should definitely build a manufacturing district. If you get a better effect by the things around the tile, go with that first. You're just trying to get the maximum tile bonus. And you can click on a tile and look at the districts. This says it'll be a level 6. A level 6 tile. So I know, okay, I can put a manufacturing district there and I get level 6. It's a quick way of figuring that out here. And it'll actually be a level 8 tile. So we have a wheel. Now this is kind of always a neat pattern when you get these all, you can kind of link them together. Well, this is a wheel, this is a wheel, this is a wheel. Now if you don't have enough improvements, you basically take one of your diamonds and they get promoted to a wheel. So we have a fusion power plant. Now it's part of this. I don't have anything else to build, so I might as well take advantage of the fact that it adds +2 manufacturing everything around it. Okay, so we have this. I have another wheel. I don't have anything else to really build with it. Let's see. I just want to see here what I want to plan. Governor's Manor is always kind of good just to have, plus it adds to all. And I'm just putting it right there, and then the supply depot I need to build. The supply depot is kind of a diamond. It adds, I would say, for the most part, when I keep using these terms, if it's a +2, it's pretty much a diamond. If it's a +3, it's a wheel. If it's got a big bonus, it's a wheel, and if it's a medium bonus, it's a diamond. And pretty much all your districts are triangles, so you can promote them as you go through. So we have a supply depot. Normally diamond, but I need a wheel, and so I will put the supply depot over here. So we have this line. This is a really strong pattern. But, you know, don't look at the whole thing. Just kind of break it down to the three shapes. All right. So then, now we come down here. I still got to build a starport. Now, the reason why I didn't complete these builds is I left this out intentionally. So the starport is probably one of the it's one of the best centerpieces you can get for manufacturing. So we have a planetary generator adds 2 to military. Plus military is hard to come by. So because this one's +2 to military, this one's +2 to military, this one's 2 to manufacturing, this one's 2 to military. So now we could actually optimize this even further. I can destroy this here, and I can put the starport in the center here. And then I can build the... What do I want to do is... I can put the supply depot here. And put a fusion power plant over here. And this will be a level 6 district. And that, you know, 6 times 8 is math. What is that, 42? No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, geez. 54. No, 48. What am I? Jeez. Times table. I ADHD. It's 48. So this will be 48 manufacturing. Now the cool thing about military and tourism kind of works the same way. Cool thing about military is you take all your manufacturing and then you multiply, or your military is a multiplier on top of it. So you basically want starports be surrounded by anything that's plus military, and the more the better. Now we have a prison here that adds 1 to military. It's a decision: do I want to even bother with a +1 versus destroying this? I generally say no. But we have the there's a couple. You could build the core world capital, but I think the core world's in a good spot. The other thing is we have this governor's manor. Now, it's not going to benefit if I put anywhere else for wealth. But I think I'm going to still move. Just trying to think here. I'm thinking doing this is a slightly stronger. And then put the governor's manor. Oh, I don't know. Right here. I think so. Okay, we'll destroy that. Okay. And then my pollution's pretty good. I got some improvements to still build. But and it'll probably go up quite a bit when I do that. But I think we're okay here. And then what I want to do is just kind of round the build out with districts. Put anything that you would normally put as part of that triangle shape as a, fill it out. Now, excuse me. Pollution, you got to watch out for, manufacturing, you got to watch out for pollution. I'm going to put a entertainment district. I think I'll need it. Now, as you build these up and level these up, things like the entertainment district, you're only just trying to clean a cap. You may destroy districts as you level them up and don't need them because you can rank them up. All right, so we got most of this plan. Now, these 2 tiles here, this is an influence tile, this is a research tile. There's really no reason why I would ever do a 1 to research on this world. So I might as well, and plus I get +2 anyways, I might as well put a manufacturing district, and then this one's probably still a manufacturing district. The other consideration for that, though, is, you know, maybe I want to do a little bit of influence. But in some ways, it's just better to build star bases to handle those. So we have a planet layout here, and I got a couple colonies here, and I got this all set up. So what I can do is I can plan an order. Now I don't need to rush supply ships here. This has really good manufacturing. These turn times are pretty quick. Um, so it will supply its own supply ships for now. At least until it gets up and running. Maybe we'll do some of this in, you know, 5 turns or so, and then sorry, go back in here, click on the shipyard, click set rally point, and we're going to find, click planets or colonies, and find Ka1. Ka1. Okay, so you can set a shipyard back to its home planet to boost your shipyard manufacturing. So it makes, this is why I say as soon as you can get the shipyard up, you want to build it. Even if you're not going to use it beyond that. You can, you know, if you decide, you know, I don't want to sit here and mess with this shipyard, just decommission it. They're cheap, you know, they're only 260 credits to build. And when you're thinking about decommissioning it, that should be nothing. Now I'm always broke because I spend my money the moment I get it. But that okay, so let's plan the order. Uh, this is probably, this is a very fast thing to build, and it's very quick. Although it's a little, yeah, it's actually fast no matter what. Um, boost my manufacturing by quite a bit early on. Let's grab that first, and then the next, I could say starport's going to be either first or second. It's not letting me build. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on here with the UI. So no matter what, it's going to be in this order. Might as well build the planetary generator first to cut down on time, and then build the starport after that. These districts, the manufacturing districts, pretty much always happen after approval districts. So let's build approval. You can click on these and look at their levels. This is going to be potentially a level 3. That one's going to be before the other one. This is whatever is adjacent. This one's up here is adjacent to the one that I might build. That one's going to be next. And then this one off by itself, even though it's around here, but it's only going to be level 2, that'll be the final one of that list. This is 30 turns. And 500, this is a strong improvement, but it's not going to make up for pretty much anything else I can build. I might as well build the fusion power plant after I even built all the manufacturing districts. Supply depot. Let's do the supply depot before the approval, because it's going to supply approval anyways. And then let's see, manufacture. Okay, so I can click on these, or I can click on the grayed out tiles, and I have this one here. And then might as well do the one next to it. These are 5 and 6. And I can use my mouse wheel. I mean, I don't usually, like, half time I don't even bother like what exact order, but it is a thing that you can do to optimize stuff if you so wish. Sometimes it matters to optimize, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so we got kind of a plan. I'm building this fusion power plant last. It's just everything else is better. So I've planned an entire colony. I don't have to worry about it right now. Another thing I can do is I have these are all citizens. Citizens, they don't have any effect. Now these guys aren't nearly as mad as the other ones. If I hover over the approval, I have Claudie Blythe is mad, and she's dragging everyone down. But everyone else is mostly happy, so I might put her in prison. Okay. Now, approval, everyone's basically around the average. Um, I don't want to necessarily put everyone else in prison except for that 63% because they're good enough right now, and I can get a little bit more if I make them all workers. So if I have someone that has a diligence of like five or more, I can make them workers, and I can watch my manufacturing go up. So I usually say five is the number, but sometimes you sometimes even build a entertainer for with two if it just makes sense to do so. In fact, the one that's four here, where did it go? Entertainer four. Let's watch this number. 22.6. 20. It dropped down a little bit, but I think I might leave it then because it boosts my approval up. I'll go back to that person after I've set everyone else. Okay, so I have everyone planned as workers. So I have now the approval affects research too, but I'm not worried about it with this one. So let's set to a worker now. Okay, it's a 0.3 difference. Um, so now I'm not worried about research. If I actually had research too on this world, maybe I would take it, but it's not that big of a deal. Um, there's also I don't know if I'd be able to show it. I don't know if I have the upgrade jobs, but if you train someone as a scientist, well, I'll show it. If you train someone as a scientist, and then you click on again, now you have the option to do a physicist. So some of the jobs have advanced jobs, but they have different requirements. When I get research matrix, I can spend control 100 credits and a Promethean, and I can do a quantum physicist. Uh, I don't remember which ones have upgrades. I think entertainer has celebrities. Yeah, celebrity. They have different effects. But I don't have any need for any of those right now. The one I know that doesn't for sure have an upgrade is worker, and then the other ones I'm not sure. I think the farmer. In fact, I might look. I'm at negatives right now. Maybe it's not a bad idea to do a couple farmers. Farmer. Let's do. There we go. Now I just got rid of my. Well, I can't grow still. All right, so with three farmers, I temporarily made so I can actually grow. And then I can change it. Now I have a lot of control. I'm getting into the part of the game where, every time I change one of these, I lose one control. So, um, but feel free to save scum for this, especially when you're planning a lot of this stuff. Just save your game, plan it out, figure it out, and then go back and revert it. And then finalize your plan if you so choose. And I can't stress it more than I've done. Don't optimize or don't min max your game to death. If it stresses you out, don't do it. I love it. I'll sit here and spend all day tinkering with these things. All right, so I know there's actually one more colony I want to switch. And so Hofmeister 1. This was taken over by the AI. They made a mess of things. So we're looking pretty good here, but I need to get another core world. Because this is going to be my first decision if I make these in a core is does it just have too much around it? So I have a research world, I have a manufacturing world. Now I need another manufacturing world, but just not around this. I've Patricus. I'm not getting hardly anything, and that's probably because of the 96% decay. So I might make one of those worlds my next core. Before I do that, though, let's research over here. Let's see. Ooh, scientists with 13 intelligence. The 15. 13. 13. There's a reason I can't remember why these are so high for this world. I think I don't remember. Okay, so I have this out here, and just kind of at a glance here, I could build a colonial clinic and a little food here, but I don't have anything research. I do have a fusion power plant. Fusion power plant, I can boost some of these, and I don't recall putting a planetary main. Oh, yeah, why is that there? Did the AI do that? I think the AI messed my build up. Planetary mainframe. That would be better here. So destroy that. Destroy the mainframe. Oh, I need a Promethean. Okay, so I'm low broke, but I'm swimming in Durantium. Ooh, those are expensive right now. But I'm still pretty much swimming in Durantium. Okay, and planetary mainframe, I can put it here. All right, and Governor's Manor is always generally kind of nice to have. Can I wish I gotta mention that it'd be really nice if I could click on this and gift them right here. Governor's Manor +1 to all and boost wealth. Is there any of these that don't have a huge bonus? I think this is a good one, and it's part of a triangle. This one, oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna put a Governor's Manor up here because it boosts these. I want one of these because it increases my loyalty, but I want it kind of out of the way, but still affect these colonies here. Okay, and then looking at the queue times, in 8 turns or so, I'm done with that, so I don't need to put. Well, I might come back to that because I might split some stuff off here, so I might cripple my production doing that. Well, actually, I don't think that's going to happen. The decay here is pretty high. Okay, so, well, there's an interesting problem here. I can promote this to with a governor. I do it anyways, but my worlds are being invaded. I got this fleet here, this fleet here, this fleet here, and I think there's 2 fleets here. So, maybe I will actually wait a little bit, because if I promote this, I'll be a little annoyed if the AI just walks in here and takes it. Then I just waste the governor. So I might think about doing this one later. But I could peek. Let's undo here. What's on this world? It actually brings point. If by peeking what's here, I can see if I want to get something off or if I want to like destroy everything so the AI doesn't get any benefit from this world. You can do that by just going in here. There's no point building the shipyard. The AI is just going to walk in and steal it. I get a little... I think you get a little effect. No, I don't. This is... I'm going to move this because it doesn't cost anything. going to leave her as the governor over here. She has a pretty weak loyalty anyways. So just so I can get something out of this world, maybe start building it up. But not putting the shipyard there because the AI is just going to walk in there and destroy it. Now what's left here is I have wealth and minerals. I do know I'm going to probably do both of those. So let's, without being too destructive here, I'm going to leave that as research for now. It's going to go away. Well, we could possibly leave it. Let's just give something for it to build. I'd probably say definitely don't put civilization achievements or anything special on this world if you are worried it's going to get taken, but you can build, you know, districts and then rip them up later when you've secured it. So I'll just build this here for now. And kind of try to see if I could rescue this. Okay, so I think that is the main planets I wanted to upgrade here. It gives me a few turns, possibly a couple more to build fighters from and kind of help with some of the stuff. So now I'm going to kind of go into where I'm at with the game here. I'm just trying to remember what I'm working on. All right, so I'm working on invading this planet. Now, I want to see if I hover over influence. This is 15. This is 15,000 influence and has a 21 radius. So its influence radius could be one of the factors over here. This one influence radius is 45. So this is a huge, even though you don't see it, this is probably this circle here and into mine. Like even though this circle, this area is pink, I can see that they have influence there. So my goal is, I picked this up right now just kind of a staging point. In fact, that's almost a waste of time. I really need to come over here and take this because it's got so much influence. I can potentially flip everything in this area. And then it looks like maybe this colony is the next one. Hovering over it, it's 35. So if I get these two colonies, I could flip most of the AI's colonies in the area and potentially end the war. So I'm going to cancel out the siege. What's my siege rating? Oh, 50. Yeah, maybe it's not point in canceling it. Is there another siege? No, 41. 86 is... I'm looking at the conquest rating here. I can go here. I don't know where the AI is, so I don't want them just stomping in. Let's come up here and try to claim that world. Now I want to protect that colony ship. Now in my previous turns, I've all but kind of cleared out everything around here. So probably get rid of their shipyard. There was something sitting on there. I just wiped out with the volley. And let's come here. I don't need to destroy that starbase right now. Let's... Alright. I claimed this. I think I just claimed this with this group just because they were free to do whatever. I can come over here and claim this. And I don't think there's any, there could be, I don't know where the AI's at. So, you know, this could kind of hurt me. Let's do, I've already used my telescope takeover. What I'm going to do is actually the Galactic Festival because I want more income. Yeah, 300 credits per month. And let's go to data. What are my taxes at? Nah, I don't want to increase them yet. Because how this works is it's your gross income, which you get from all your planets, and then you multiplies it by the tax rating to get you basically this number minus, and that's whatever this value is minus 120, which gives you 318 credits per month. And 300 is actually a decent amount to have for income. If I could increase it, it's just I don't know if I can. What else can I do? Crime isn't hurting me that much. I can do more tourism. Probably don't need this growth. What is there? Okay, I'm gonna move anyone that has 5 social out and put them in the Free Mind Center. How do I increase this? Collectivism, traditionalism, and egalitarian. Okay, so I got one of those. So if I was going to do the next, I'm looking at these, the next one for favor, probably either egalitarian and collectivism, and then I make this faction even stronger. Now, collectivism makes this one stronger, and so I'd say maybe I'll consider going collectivism for my next culture tree. So let's definitely get anyone. Yeah, see, you have high social, you have high social, and I've grabbed everyone there. So now I'm at doing 12%, and then this is high intellect. The first number here, you can see what that is, and so we have it's intellect is the first one. Second number is the penalty, and the higher the number, the greater the effect on both of them. So for this one, I would want a high intelligence person, low diligence, but I don't really have much choice for this faction. And factions are really powerful. This 12% free mind gets just better and better as it goes on, because the more tiles you get, the better. Where growth isn't nearly as big of a deal anymore, and then the food's been kind of crippling me. Alright, so we have that. Let's see. I need to take out the enemy's fleets here. So I want to keep them somewhat grouped together, but they don't have to be on top of each other. Just so everyone can volley and respond. Now, the good thing is I think this faction or this race has like 3 good fleets. It probably is all they got, and then I just conquer everything else. Probably keep this fleet a little bit further back because as a commander ship, it's just really not for combat. Oh, there's fleet that I got Pentier just everywhere. Okay, and then approval and manufacturing, I'd say wherever the larger number of the two. I don't know if I can boost that. Policy-wise, I don't need coerced colonization at this point in the game. Definitely don't want to weaken myself. Diplomacy is pointless at this point. I don't have trade routes. Research for gross income. I mean, my research rate's kind of good. Oh, I need growth. Growth. Now I've solved my food problem. I'm not going to go through and change all my colonies at this point. I'll do it as I run across them. Okay, so everything can grow again. Alright, let's cancel that. And let's see, we can move up 4. All the stuff. I have a rally point here, so everything's kind of running past. Alright, we have some monsters here. What's your conquest rate? 49? Can I take anything in like 1 turn? Well, let's see. Of these 2 colonies, which one has the best influence radius? That's what you want to usually look at, is whoever... No, that's 16, and this is 16. It doesn't matter, they're both about the same. Oh. I don't know. I feel like this monster fleet's going to harass me. Well, there's probably more than 1, too. There's 3 of them. Holy crap, I'm getting out of there. Nope. I'll just let them mess everything else up. I don't know. Navigators might wipe out that fleet. That was kind of a last-ditch thing. Okay, this is the fleet I want to bring to up here. And I'll combine those together to try to take their capital very quickly. And I'll bring this up here. My goal is to get this capital in this other world fairly quick, so I can at least... I gotta get out of the full surround that's happening over here. If I can cripple them and get some of the stuff starting to flip, I can turn that part around and I can focus my attention on the navigators. Okay, just set these on sentry. Actually, they'll probably just wake up pretty soon here. Try to want to move this stuff as fleets, but I also need to get my fleets moving around and taking out things. Let's move that back. Okay, so it's now the AI turn. Okay, so they sent a couple fighters up there. This is navigators. Let's see if navigators are doing anything. Okay, Manti are moving. Moving up here. Okay, so they caught my one of my transports. I don't need to watch that battle. Okay. And then they caught another fleet that has a transport, but I think I'll do pretty good here. Big benefit, like some people don't use fighters, which I don't know why, because the fighters, they just take hits for everything else. Now if you get carriers, I think I'm starting, because of how they changed fighters a little bit, carriers might be a little bit more useful. Now, don't worry about the AI suiciding stuff. The reason why you're doing is I'm in invasion range. So they're just making a last ditch effort. Okay, liberators. I don't even know who they are. Oh, I know who they are. In my previous video, the liberators, they they gave me their planet in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So, okay, I'm not going to worry about anomaly detection or food or stellar marines is somewhat useful for 10%, but don't think I need any more logistics right now. Mines, no. Navigation's probably not a terrible idea. Let's go to warfare because I'm at a huge war right now. Might want to go for plasma beams. Now, see how these show 0? The solution to that is back out, go back in, Tech Navigator, and now it shows the actual numbers. It's a bug. Okay, this is the navigators, which are... They gave me this world that's basically under attack. It's like there's no saving it. It's not even productive. I came in here at the end and just cleaned them out of everything and got rid of the governor. Okay, this is one of my colonies. I can build a fusion power plant. And probably build it around here. So we have... It's slightly better than a district. Manufacturing just has so many +2 bonuses on its improvements that I can put this on an edge. I don't need to center it. And Governor's Manor, I really want to get these, especially if they're lower. Probably Governor's Manor, probably here. And I don't need planetary courts. I don't... Hollow Theater is actually useful. Hollow Theater, approval, tourism, population. It boosts population, so I might put it right here. I'll just do these 3. I don't want to do too many things at once because I'm weakening all my colonies every time I destroy one. But, alright, so here I have a Hollow Theater because its approval is nice, but I am capped. I have... Did I do this? I might have done this, and this is dumb. That's kind of in a stupid spot. You can kind of go either one of these. Let's do... And I think the other one... Technically... Oh, I know what I can do. I can do a fusion power plant here. And... Oh, jeez. I forget that was used Promethean. Alright. And Hollow Theater. Oh yeah, that's right. I told myself I would need it. Governor's Manor though. If I could find a tile like here. Or maybe up here. Actually, I think up here is where I'm going to put the Governor's Manor. Okay, that should be enough. Probably in that order. Districts. Districts, every one of your tiles gets a +1. Now I have 10 of these, and these districts are giving 2%. So if I build that up, that is 20% more research. But the planetary mainframe is better to be before that. But so that district is next. Now the other thing is consideration on here is, do I build the upgrade to housing? And probably not. All right, so we have all my citizens here, and there are, they've grown and or have added more from time to time. So I don't necessarily need. I want to make some of these scientists. Can I do? I believe. I mean, because I have some of the Manti, I have a decent scientist, but never my base faction. I would say 5, 4, 5. And I don't need entertainers anymore. So maybe get a worker. Help build ships a little faster. Okay. Okay, so these two fleets that have been causing me some problems are over here. I also have this threat over here getting ready to take one of my core worlds. And this core world's, I believe, did I write it down? No, it's... So I can come up here. Let's take out this fleet since it says a total loss. Stuff like that scares me. Are there ships this bad? These are like ancient ships, and says they're going to smoke these things. Bombers, frigates. They got 4 frigates. What are you equipped with? They have gauze cannons. Okay. I didn't expect it. I've been fighting the Manti for so long. Who've been the tech leaders at seeing these guys, and they're just bombers are just getting evaporated. So I don't even have that many frigates or fighters in this group. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna be a perfect kill. Well, I might get it. Did I do that without losses? Yes, I did. Well, let's go. I'll even make that trade. Take some losses. Let's see, 6 turns. Yeah, I'm not going to move another fleet to help them. They're just going to have to take a loss. Just throw a volley at them. That one volley took out 2 ships, which I'm not sure sometimes does that. Should only destroy 1, but it was enough to predict light casualties. That okay, I know where the casualties coming from. It's this cruiser going to get. Yeah, now the cruiser's starting to take damage. That means its armor's failed, and I lost a frigate. Lost 2 frigates. Lost 3 because of the target priority. They're taking out the frigates first. Three frigates. These are Mark IIs, so they're all. I lost 3 old frigates and wiped out their fleet. That probably just finished them off. I'm curious how the next fight's gonna go. They are fairly weak. Okay, so I have a fleet down here. Let's see, 24. Now you could sort of seeing some stuff that they're doing with this combat rating stat, but it's mostly useless. What am I going to do about you guys? You're the one that was messing with me down there. It seems to be a decent strength fleet. Oh, but you can take them out. You don't have the movement though. What's it, 19? I might combine these. And what's your movement? Oh, and I can move faster. Cool. This must be 4 fighters. Yep. 17. Oh wow. Yeah. Having mostly fighters, you can just get a ton of ships. 47, 30, 44 logistics. Let's put these 2 cruisers down here. And probably add a little bit more just so I can make sure I can fight stuff without losses. Okay, that seems like a good fleet. This one. This one's Attack at the Banty World. They can have that for now. I'll mess them later. Solus, this was one of mine, and this transport group kind of took all that, so I need to reclaim it. So do I claim that first, or do I go to campus? If I go to campus, that's probably the entire navigator fleet, or one of their bigger threats anyways. I think I need to go to campus. Because I've already lost this world down here, and I don't have a transport nearby. So let's see if I can prevent at least one more fleet going. Probably move this stick there. They're not going to probably reach campus in time. But keeping 3 fleets together helps. Okay, so there's a Illyrium here off by itself, and if I see I have a deep space starbase, so I might knock that out here, and that should help get the navigators out of this area. Alright, I have the biggest problem over here, and it's how to defend against all this crap. Okay, so I'm not worried about this fleet here. Is besieging Drogo 3, but it's going to take 8 turns, so I got time to deal with that one. And I think I have enough movement to come up and snipe this ship without expending the movement, and then coming up here and taking this one out in the same turn. This is the most battle-hardened fleet. I have not given this ship any time to repair. In fact, if that ship survives, I'm going to send it to dry dock. If it survives, it's... No. It's destroyed. Or maybe not. Oh my goodness. It survived with 2 hit points. Lost 3 frigates. Okay. So... Yeah. What is your level? Tell me you have a cool or a really high level, that'd be awesome. Level 2, not that big deal. I'll probably get it out of there just so I can repair a little bit. It's not going to do any favors there, but yeah, let's come over here. How did a navigator fleet get that far in? That's a problem. I don't like the movement points. Or like they've increased it so much that things are just zipping around, and I don't really like that. So I'm probably gonna mod that out. I don't need it moving that fast. Even my own ships, it's like I don't need it moving super quick. Okay, so we have a fighter group threatening my siege group. And let's see. Let's take out this shipyard. I'm not gonna watch that. Oh, did kill something? All right. Oh, did I claim this? I did. Okay, so I need to move to Brakia. Let's go here. Oh, I can't move because it just finished its invasion. I'm just trying to inch a little closer. I don't want to overextend here. Which I somehow I let the AI just get all the way up in here. Well, I didn't let it. It's because this movement is way too high. Let's come over here and I don't see any shipyards, so I think I'm good for right now. Okay, letting all my stuff move. I see something I won't change. This rally point, move this. Let's move it back a little bit here. Let's combine all these fleets together, or ships together into a fleet. Okay. Enemies doing volleys. We gotta watch what's coming over here. What's this? Okay, we're good. That's just a suicide attack. Oh. Could have been worse. I thought that was just a fleet of transports. It's like, no. Oh, this is starting. Fighters. Yeah. Definitely modding out that speed. Nothing needs to move like 20 turns. Or 20 tiles. If not farther. Let's probably take bioplastics to upgrade my manufacturing districts. Alright, 20 and... okay, so I can combine these two fleets together. They did build a shipyard. And they're going to have a ship out next turn, I can see. Can I... no, I can't kill it with that. Can I invade Brachia in like one turn? Then total loss. Come on, get one tile too short. Okay, so 20, 14, I can combine those, 16. This is where I pray that they don't have a fleet that can overcome. I mean, this is a fleet large enough to take. If I get 5 more conquest points, I can take Brachia or Brachira in 1 turn. And here's my 5 points. How much? Can you survive that? Yes, you can. Can you survive this? Yes, you can. So I'm just hoping there's not a bigger fleet around here. Otherwise, I can take this. Ooh, and even so, let's see. Grab this. That is. Okay, now it. Oh, I don't know if I have the movement to get there in the next turn. But if I could do that, I could take this in one turn with all the conquest rating I have. I mean, that'll instantly claim it. It's not 1 turn. It's not wait a month. It's literally instantly claim the whole thing. I'm just praying they don't have anything here to intercept this fleet, because that would take out the majority of my transports. I feel like this is the stupidest thing, just leaving all this together. Especially since they have movement advantage. And that ship is out of range now. Let's kind of guard this shipyard here. Where is my... Didn't I not... I have a lot of columns. Where's my other core? Did I lose that? No, wasn't paying attention. I don't see it. That's probably why that is available. What did I lose? Was it It was Campus 2, I bet. Yeah, it's got a lot of influence. That thing lied. Can I reclaim it? No, because the AI somehow gets to cheat and get all of its... I don't know if it's cheating. There might be a reason why it went up there. But it should not have been able to go to max planetary defense. Unless they change it and I can do it. But I think I don't have that option. Move 1 turn. I lose a bunch of cruisers, but I wipe out their fleet. I have manufacturing for days. These guys can't afford it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. This is why mono fleets just don't work. I might take huge... If I even had just a few more fighters, this is a whole different story. Plus, I'm using all missiles. It's really a volley fleet than anything. Let me speed this up a little bit. Come on. Y'all gotta get your work in, because... don't know if this battle's going to finish with a victory. It might draw. No. Well, guilt. Because it only lasts 100 turns. I think of what's 84? Okay. Just with how... because I know they don't have a whole lot here, that was a reasonable trade in my book. Yeah, the Entry can sort of see they didn't have much of a fleet anyways. About as close to zero as you could get. Now they're even closer. I don't think they're going to be a threat at all. I need I need some sort of transport around here. Let's do new transport design. Invader. And come here. Let's see, Onyx transport or Veritech transport. And a transport obviously needs a transport module. And the other thing is, it's nice to have speed on these things. And then maybe sensors. So let's do a deep space sensor. And I don't need life support. Got plenty of range. Yeah, probably they're an unshield thruster or a warp drive. I think the mass on the warp drive is less. Let's see. I just double click on that. Oh, and I can get the... Oh, and I can get a boost. I don't know if I want to do all that, though. Warp drive, deep space sensor. Can I do repair? I don't think I've unlocked it. Can I do anything else to help my fleet? Okay, since I can't help the fleet at all, I'm going to, some people put weapons on these. There's zero point in doing that. Unless, well, okay, you could put, I think you could sort of get away with missiles. Because the long-range attack on them. But they won't move forward at all. Transports actually, they do best if you just put a bunch of engines on them. Because you could just break away and just go intercept something. And I don't know if I want to do Promethean drive, because then I got micro Promethean, which I don't have. That was a boost engine. Okay. So this gives me 30 moves. It's crazy. I actually could put a sensor on there, but alright. Okay, I want one from there. I have so much movement I can come back from even further. Let's do one from there. And then let's maybe two from over here. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do 3. They move fast enough. I can start scooping up the stuff over here, reclaiming that. Oh, I have movement. I can go after one of these fleets here. They have all missiles too. I don't know how I ended up with so many missiles on things. I don't have hardly any beams. Just lost a couple fighters, but yeah, their fleets are just junk. Okay, so this has 7 conquest rating. Oh, I know. I bet I know why those things are low. It's probably resets with your population. They probably get all those points back. All right, so this fleet, even though it doesn't have any transports, it has 6 conquest rating, and I only need 7, so I can do that in 2 turns. Which actually, in some rounding error or changes, that was enough to take that colony. And then because I moved it onto invaded, it can't move again. Really got a problem with this fleet here. I have no idea where I'm gonna put this. Maybe around the military starbase. So that's gonna probably get destroyed. Let's volley with it, which did 1 no, actually, it wasn't too bad. Let's just build the defenses up a little bit. If they're going to take these, they're taking at least some losses, I hope. What are these? Barrier 2 Illyrium? I don't know if I'm going to mess with that. Okay. I think I might... Alright, so let me go grab this. I don't know where the other fleets went, which worries me. Come over here. Take this. I'm going to try to start volleying Drogo 3 so I can take it. Okay. So you have a whole bunch of people not doing anything. They're just citizens. Let's grab scientist. Do I need to worry about lots of scientists? No. Kind of need the need approval. Oh, cool. Thank you, because see, now you're kind of terrible for that. So let's do worker and worker. What you? And entertainer would probably be a bit more. I don't know if that changed anything. Maribus coin. And should check that first. Where are you? Yeah. For some reason she's... No. Where is this person? You're just... Oh, here. Oh, they're progressive. Is that why they're mad? We hate our culture, 20%. Well, sorry, you're going to jail then. Oh, I don't even know if that moved the mark. They're staying in jail. Okay, approval. Hollow Theater. I don't want to move it, put it there though. What's over here? Manufacturing. I can't add more manufacturing on this world. Right? I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. And then let's see, manufacture. I'll do that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, they orphaned my shipyard. I'll just protect what I got there. And okay, all my stuff's moving. The silly little fleet. These are all colonies. I might just harass these. Okay, AI turn. I should be watching my GNN reports because I think AI's taking stuff and I'm not realizing it. Interstellar navigation, I'll take. Okay. Ooh, a whole population of really pissed off people. They're all plagued. Oh, funny. A fast transport. I need you for sure over here. In a few turns. Okay. So I'm not going to worry too much. I need to take this. Okay, so they did get a fleet nearby, but it's not going to be good enough. I'll take their fleet out here. I will... Does that leave me enough movement? Yep. Oh, 2 turns? Yes, I can take Brachia. Oh, but I can't do that and invade. Come on. One shot. Yes! Okay. Took that capital with one turn. Because I just have 356 conquest rating in this fleet. I need to very quickly take advantage of this because I don't know if I'm going to keep that right now. Let's get a... oh, crap. I forgot to count for the fact that they can take it back in one turn. Defense Sentinels. Then I think that works, that they would have to overcome that first to be able to take that world back. I don't know. Let's see. If not, I'll probably take it the following turn. Wow, Hofmeister just cannot get a break. He invaded like every turn here. This Kyvie, they've been fairly safe. I just want to make sure, is there anything around here? There's this couple ships threatening my fleet, or my colony. Manufacturing. Wait, what? When can I? Did they fix this? I've never been able to build financial districts. Did that come with that patch? I'm excited if that. I'll have to look at that. I didn't see it in the patch notes. Okay. The purpose of the entire fleet is just to screw with the AI. And part of it too is if you don't know, I play with a house rule. Oh, sorry. Can you transfer pops to another planet? Yes, you can. Um, you can do it with a colony ship or a transport. Or in an earlier video, I showed you that you can do a combination of a colony ship and transport. In fact, those ships have been pretty invaluable. Where is it going here? Well, here, I'll just show you the design. Shipyard, oh, new design, show designs, and my Galactic Cruise Lines. It's a transport and a colony module, so I can move 2 pops at the same time. Or 1 or 2. You can put 1 person on there to be basically the driver and then shuttle 1 pop over. I did make a mod and I posted on the workshop that colony modules give you up to 3 pops, because that's just how the previous games have played, and just it's annoying to transfer population. So yeah, I'll probably actually use it after I get this after this turn, if I don't lose this entire fleet of my transports. um, I'll probably just grab all the population and just trade it, just to show you. Let's see. AI is just messing me with some of the stuff. Let's take you down here. I just need to clear the way for my transports. Maybe I can actually do some small invasions. Like, not that one, of course, but I can invade with this fleet here. Wait, probably not the best plan, though. I'll leave that there, leave you there. Okay, here's some people are asking on Discord, like, how do I tell what's what? This is the icon. It's hard to see because it's like a dark green. Here, let me find one of the pink ones. So this is a military starbase from icons. This is a culture starbase, and this is an economic starbase. So if you learn the icons, it's easier to identify them. And then the one that looks like the starbase from sort of Star Trek. You can do. That's what they look like. Okay. Okay, there's 2 guys. One thing, because I have influence on this whole area, I can see stuff. So I got this fleet here, which isn't big enough to invade, so I don't need to worry about them. I'm only worried about the invasion fleets. And then I can take this one. Now they don't really have a fleet that's good for invasion, so I might just volley them a little bit and weaken them just enough. So probably I think I got what 6 turns. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh, we should have finished, wrapped up the move. I'm not gonna volley, or I might keep volleying until I let's see. Okay. Plus total loss, but I think if I go in point blank range, or yeah, I can go one more tile in. Can I volley that ship to death? No. I only did 1 damage too. That was terrible. Okay, this fleet here is going to take out this starbase, which reduces their range. I'm going to lose that cruiser, I bet. Oh, lost something else. That cruiser actually survived. Okay, that takes care of that. If I take this, the navigators are kind of forced up to here. Oh no, they still have that one over there. Plus it gets rid of Illyrium. Okay, my starbase is volleyed. Okay. Campus. I didn't know that had a transport. And now I'm gonna lose it. Oh no, it's called Campus Fleet. It's not necessarily that they're there. But it's gotta be somewhere around there. Wait, I lose this? I was gonna say, that doesn't look like a loss. Desperate attacks. Oh, I know what that was. I didn't even know the Mimot were in the game. Terran Alliance, yeah. Everyone's dying now because of the Ever War. I don't know, I'm not going to. I bet two factions just surrendered is what just happened. Someone probably got stronger. I've kind of allowed the Manti to get this first upward momentum they've had. We need to fix that. And I've kind of trending downwards. But I'll just leave that. Oh, we have so many colonists here. So scientists. Oh, that actually wasn't a good scientist. And actually pretty strong for that role. Oh my goodness, I'm clicking all over the place. Worker. Worker. Navigation centers and manufacturing improvement. And boost this planet's movement. So that needs to go here. What? Never actually built one of these. Oh, okay. So this is one of these. Some of these really strong improvements don't have any adjacency bonuses or don't receive any. In that case, you can build them anywhere. So I kind of want to build them on like the worst tile possible. Like this might work for that. Do need entertainers. This is like the worst homeworld I've had in any game. Just no one's happy with it because it's mostly because of pollution. 61% pollution. That's for all my core faction. It's minus 61% approval. In fact, I wonder if I could reduce somehow. Orbital markets and atmospheric cleanser. Do I have civilization treatment, logistics ray? No. Trantium, thulium, prothean. That's just control. Wow, I've actually gone through like 80 control that I started with. Probably might build one of those academy things. No, so nothing really to reduce my pollution any further there. A lot of it's the things I need to maintain this war. Like I almost could drop the oh, that'd leave me 136. I might drop this starport. I don't know what I'm putting in that place. I kind of jumped the gun there. Um, yeah, I don't know. I build manufacturing district. I mean, I think that's going to help with approval. I have so many planets right now. I don't need that one being terrible there. Let's see. Okay. So I got a couple things here. If I do this right, I can claim a lot of territory. Wow, look at that. Just gained that world, and now I have movement and vision on everything around this. So now I think this was my second target. 51. Because your influence radius is 22. I mean, you got a small one, but this was 36. Okay, let's take this out. There's a... If I use my fleet efficiently, I can just crush them. Let's volley. Okay, let's probably do need to take out that shipyard. And I still have plenty of movement. Let's take you down here, take this out. What are you? 65. Let's grab two. Wait, what? That was adding that up. Really funny. Let me just move two of these out. Just send it two transports to Addy, taking one turn. Send two of these galactic. Need a faster transport. 2 galactic cruise lines. Oh, and they have a fleet there. Can't do that right now. Let's see. Okay, took that. It's this 302 that would probably need the entire fleet. Let's grab this transport, take this world. And take this, the rest of my transports, and take this one. Now I do have a new problem that just showed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they can't reach me. But just to make sure, let's move you out 2 tiles, because then at least they'll have to go around. And send this fleet up here. Can probably cover or escort that transport. All right. Okay, and that should claim this whole circle, I think. What do we have here? I don't see any fleets, but I don't have this territory. $27 and 5, that would be 6 rounds to take it. Yeah, it's just generally not a good idea to do invasions with those. Let me bring this down here, try to grab something there. Okay, so we have a transport and a fleet ready. Really need to help my beleaguered fleet. Well, no, actually they're doing okay. Hofmeister 7. Okay, let's... just check. Oh, okay, so there's no cores there. The only thing, well, I sort of was in the best spot. And come back around here. Okay, 2 transports. Are these both? No, they're Galactic Cruise Lines. Oh, they're the ones that I didn't have for this invasion. How much? You have 80 points versus what's left. That would take this down a little bit. Okay, so cancel your siege. And then you attack. And that, now I claim that. You can cancel siege and then you get claim with another transport group. Now, there's a problem. I spaced these guys out. Now at risk of losing a fairly undefended fleet. Unless this volley is definitely not far enough. Okay, so there'll be a randomness if who attacks first. Let's try to combine as much as possible. Okay. Let's take this shipyard out. Because every time I take a shipyard out, they lose all that production that they stored. Plus, then they need at least a little bit, another turn to re-invade with it. Okay, so we've emptied this. I might join this fleet up here. They're doing fairly well, but they're kind of running out of bodies. Well, these fighters that I'm starting to get funneling in are really starting to help. Okay, volleys. One of the star bases took out one of their ships. Okay, desperate attack. Well, I'm gonna watch this. Do I think a cruiser is going to take on all three? A damaged cruiser is going to take on 3 frigates? I don't think so. Yeah, that didn't seem right. It's just like, okay, so they're attacking shipyard of my. Well, this is that colony. I just started building up. Okay. This is actually somewhat of a joke. Increases our damage per second, which is DPS, and then general misery among our foes, GMA at OF. This fleet's kinda... Need to... Yeah, so there's a little trick I can do to probably increase my capacity to damage these ships. I don't know if 2 is going to be enough to take... it might be enough. Let's volley with 2. Okay, took a ship out. Good. Let's volley with 2 more. Took a ship out, and I don't have any more volleys. Group these back up. And looks like I have a volley remaining. Okay, didn't seem to do anything. And then I'll wait. So, got a couple extra ships out of that. Now what is going on here? 2 months. Let's come here. Hopefully I can get there in 2 months and yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Let's actually, instead of this, let's move the rally point. So all this stuff starts coming towards... Looks like I'm in range to volley. Let's see, combine you to fleet to one ship out. There's a random probe out here. I'll wait till everything else moves into range. Okay, so we have a small fleet here to deal with. Okay, so I've claimed all this. And these guys are in rebellion. They're 1.2 in rebellion. I know most of the rebellion mechanics. I know the old number was you needed like 4 times the amount. But looking at the patch notes, I actually know that it's like a counter. I think might have been 50. It was in the patch notes. 50 rebellion points to overthrow, and they doubled it. And rebellion is, I think, somewhat based on the influence per turn. See, ideally I come over here and no, not that. I volley and that ship dies. And it did. Okay. Now I can claim it with my transports. And then just to keep them safe, I mean, not safe, but safer, combine them together. And then here's a transport. Transports here, here. Of course, I don't have any weapons else to take out that. And then I got 15. So I wish I could get rid of these little icons on my colonies. Yeah, bring that up again. Still a lot of AI ships around here. Alright. This fleet is a bunch of heroes. Although I could just lose them in a hurry. I don't like combining all my transports in one spot, but that's the only fleet I have to try and defend this. Can I tell me I can just combine this? Oh, 2 of them. Okay, that's I feel a little better about that. Both those fleets have escorts. Okay, Celestia. Here's a design I created off stream, and it adds some beam. And the name of this is comes from, if you've ever seen a plant as it's growing, the first leaves are they're fake, the cotyledons. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but all my ships I've designed are all based on plant growing themes. Let's see. Okay, you can move 3 turns. I think I need to come up here and take, well, that is sort of in rebellion though. Oh, you're just waiting on this transport. So much. Wait, see. Crap. What's your movement? 12. Well, this is 18. If I do this right, run around. Am I 12 away? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Got around them. Okay, I can wipe out that fleet. Invading Hofmeister, but with some losses. Let's just get close and I can probably do a little bit more damage this turn by taking these 2 ships out here. The reason why I do this is if you can take out, you can do this more efficiently. And efficiency is the name of the game in this current war. I will combine and attack. So instead of moderate losses, I take no losses. Well, it's probably not going to be no losses. Yeah, I think I just saw the first one. Yeah, I don't trust AI reports those. Been fighting the Manti so long that anyone else that I fight is just not even a challenge. Alright. Manti's got going for this in 2 months. I have a ship here. This is just ships that are arriving. Okay. You should probably combine with all of this. Okay, got another fleet up here. Let's go intercept that. Losing a lot of stuff to those volleys. Need plasma beams. Oh, I wish I could just do that directly. Let's see. Losing the volley wars. Okay, screw it. I'm going for it. Oh, that's my initial cruiser. Surprised I even still have it. Okay. You guys gotta be more efficient. Don't be shooting all the same dude. Okay, one of the frigates just got annihilated. Yeah, the armor on these things is really... Ooh, this cruiser against... Nope. There goes my flagship. A lot of that felt like his armor. No, they don't have armor. 13 armor. Maybe just oh, this is the initial. Yeah, that's well time to rebuild a flagship. But that what's more annoying is I jumped the gun. Now I gotta get someone over there. I'm gonna lose this. 3. Let me think about this, because did I get rid of all my movement because I pulled something that just finished its whole move? Is it that is it this guy? Yeah, okay, now my fleet can move. This is why I just laugh when people say, oh, this game needs tactical combat. No. Oh, that'd be terrible. I'd like... There's... And I put in the guide, there's just a lot to combat. I'm not worried about all these little... These are... Oh, those are Mark 4 seed. Mark 2s. They're pretty old, but there's just way too much to do in a turn to sit here and micro. Like, anytime you have to go into micro a turn, it's like 20 minutes. Really? I guess he's going to attack me with one little fighter. Okay. Let's take... Ah, don't have the movement. I need those, Oh, part of it. Okay, I see why. Let's do a couple fighters here, couple fighters here, and couple fighters here. And the rest of my fleet can come over here. And volley. And... Okay, that is done. Metricus. I didn't even think he was going to survive, let alone finish that queue. I didn't even think of this planet, because I really wasn't expecting this. I can build a stellar forge here. Stellar forge, military 2% per level. Let's probably build it here. Let me just build that for now. Okay, so I want you going here. And no. You're going to go here. You're going to maybe go here. I send one transport to reclaim this. Take out this fleet in the most inefficient path ever. And come over here. Fleet should be able to take that one. This one says total loss, so let's just get rid of it. Wow. Add a 3-hour stream here. Thanks for hanging out with me. My thing is most of these, well, these ones are new, but a lot of this stuff I'm using to attack, I designed almost 100 turns ago. I mean, some of the ships I have in these things have lasted the entire time, and they're, I mean, every ship I have is just, you've just been fighting fleet after fleet after fleet. That's why it's like, you know, you don't necessarily need to upgrade your ships. Helps. Start that invasion, get that back. That's one of my core worlds that AI stole. Because, I really like that the screens here. This is really well done. I don't know what the Baratech's even doing. Kind of just... The, attrition on the Manti, though, I mean... I feel like they're going... Oh, it says they're going up. I don't know how. I'm concerned what I'm walking into if it says they're going up in fleet power. Let's check. Do I have my... I don't have enough control. I wanted to kind of see what I'm walking into. Alright, taken out that fleet. I gotta make sure there's just nothing in my inner. Yeah, there's 2 fleets up here. I think. Where's my rally point? Fleet on here. There's so many little tiny fleets. "42 months, that's not even supposed to be possible." I'm screenshotting that, and I'm writing a second Campos to 42 months. That is not supposed to be possible. Even if I'm doing it. I think that something seems wrong there. I somehow managed to pull that off. Alright. Let's come up here. I want to keep my movement points. I'm just moving and then I'm realizing I can't get there in one turn, so canceling it. Jeez. Keep forgetting what turn I'm on. Or that it hasn't cycled. Let's see. Oh, that fleet is moving really fast. I mean, they still have to find me, so if I get lucky, they can move far enough. No, 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 no. He caught me. That's annoying. Maybe I should have flown in a straight line. Yeah, that's kind of... Taurians also have been removed. Let's see, where is their capital? Just quite a bit of take up here. Let's move up here, and that distraction fleet is doing damage, but it's not doing very great at distracting. Let's take out their shipyard so they lose all their production, and then... Oh, I've run out of movement. And over here we lost, I don't know, there's like, what was that, 5? Yeah. It's not too bad, but can't be losing stuff like that. No, it's not going to take one turn, then I'm moving past it. I was going to see if I could... Well, might as well grab it then. But, oh, I might... Sorry. Going to micro this a little bit more efficiently. There. If I attack from the other side, I probably doesn't cost me a move to do that whole thing. Okay, so we have a transport up here. We have a few threats. I'm hoping I just don't... These frigates are kind of nasty. Although, they don't seem to be updated. Okay, in kinetic range, and destroyed. A few here. I'm just going to play it. Lost one. Okay. Let's take this shipyard out. I really need this back. Like losing, well, I guess, oh, it's part of that group. But I think it was pre-built up, so can't do anything about Drogo. Is this, yeah, it's gonna be gone in 2 months. I was hoping to finish off. Let's see, we have a loose transport. Worried about that up there. Couple fleets that move like extremely fast. Let's try volley just to get the edge. More ship here, although that technically enables another volley, which, I mean, it's only one ship. They don't stack. Let's see. You can't just micro it, so you get progressively larger, I've checked. Or larger attacks. I really need more of these. I think it's getting close to wrap-up time. Where is that transport coming in? I gotta make sure that that transport gets here and doesn't get intercepted by some random fighter. And I also gotta probably just start smacking around these star bases to reduce the AI's range. there's a fleet here, and you would see it. All right. Can I? Do you have any movement? No. Okay. Can I combine these so I'm not losing one of my few transports that is in this area? Okay. Sorry, keep having a sneeze. Oh, that's a commander ship. Please just be wrong. What are you? Cruiser, cruiser, cruiser. You have shields. They're all probably trunk twos, so they're the stronger one. Yeah, that's somewhat annoying. Oh, they annexed two of my colonies. I mean, because they're all just right around here. Okay, so I gotta think about how I approach this, because I think I'm doing too many fronts at once now. So I got this here, but I don't want to lose this. They have a lot of little fleets here. Probably one of the first times I've seen Manti field fighters. Or they just have the whole entire time, barely knows because they have so many frigates. Oh. Ran out. Time ran out. And in fact, that's actually, lost all of its defenders. Okay. I thought that was going to go a lot differently. I'll just take that. I've actually lost some critical colonies. That's one of my cores, and one of my stronger cores. This is my cores. This was my core. I've lost, and these were very well built up. So I've taken a lot of territory, but I've lost some critical infrastructure. And why doesn't this have a shipyard? Because I didn't think it was going to survive. Yeah. I need... whatever that can be built there. They're going to start getting this stuff back. Their production is really good. It's a little bit better in mine, but I think I've been throwing away a little bit too much because I'm trying to fight all these different opponents. Okay, I mean, I sort of got like 2 or 3 fleets just sitting around here doing absolutely nothing but waiting for a transport. So that's not good. So I need this transport like in a hurry. I'm actually curious how far turn 154. So I got about 60 turns left of this event. This giant stalemate. Someone's exceeded me, and not just who else is up there. Apparently there's someone else on the map that I still haven't met yet that's actually doing quite well. Looks like they've dropped a fair amount here. Okay, we need to, I think, focus my efforts and finish the Manti, which means I need my rally point moved. Okay. Move this here, fleet here, and I'll wait to see where this ends up and protect this transport. Here we have 2 decent sized fleets. It's probably, I don't know why it circled around like that. Take that and start making my way back to the Manti area. Over here I have, let's combine these two. Add this. And probably send this fleet back this way. I'll leave this one just to run around and kill stuff. That should be everything down there. Around this area, I'm going to take that back. Hopefully without any losses. I don't know why this dude's in here. I need to know where these rally points are. Is there the rally point here? Alright, so we'll move this rally point to our territory. Transport. Let's try to get down here. Let's see, navigators. I need production. Nope, got it. Got my research, and I could probably do a little bit more approval. After approval, I'm at a housing cap, so I need that, and agriculture I'm more than fine on. So after both of those, I'm going to terraform, probably there, and by then I'll see what's going on. God, this area drives me nuts because I should have lost that. This transport is probably can help claim this stuff over here. I just gotta get out of the way. all my ships will move. And they all get the new orders because they're assigned to the what am I trying to say? They're assigned to the rally point. I feel like I'm overextending. I should actually take that fleet around. Let's do a ×5. 2 frigates are down. Good term. I'm losing too many defenders of this fleet, and they're just attacking with like everything. See, I never consider stuff like this where it's stacking one to necessarily be bad. I mean, like, there's really no point in the AI holding on to it if it's going to get invaded. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but if you don't have any other choice. Yep. Okay, we did that without losses. Okay, we have a transport. We finally have a transport. Wait, hold off a little bit on that right now. Because I might need to take that with my stronger fleet, so I'm not losing any ships. Okay, the invasion's starting. And okay, let's see. I'll leave this here, or at least somewhat nearby. I'm gonna go clear off that. And if I can get these 3 worlds and secure them and not lose anything too critical from up here, I'm in a good position to recover from this whole thing. Cyrus, I need some more. I think I need some more. I need a new cruiser design because I think I'm losing too much damage. I'm seeing that I'm giving up too much by not having beams on these. That's not what I want to do. I want to click plus, start new design. And I have new weapons. I have plasma pods. Really? We can build one. What's this? Warp drive. Integrity cloud. We could drop the integrity cloud. 2 plasma pods. Can I get, or 3 plasma pods and we 2 and 2. That seems to be pretty good. Sensor for scouting stuff. I won't get another. Well, I could probably get another shield though. We got 2 tight. How am I doing to this day? I've never upgraded my defenses. That's probably why I'm not. These aren't doing well because I don't. Oh, there is shields. Okay. Yeah. Do I want one more shield? Excuse me. They're using a lot of frigates, so I think a shield instead of the sensor module is probably better. I have view on everything anyways because I own it all. Yeah, that should make it a lot stronger. Okay, so we're now releasing the Mark IIIs. And now I don't like how these lists always. I know why they do this, but I don't want refreshing. I might delete these so they don't show up on the list. And bulb. Nah, I don't need that either. Sprouts, these are old. Trunk. Wing ship, this is my how to use a ship designer ship. They're stupid looking, but combat-wise have actually been pretty damn effective. They're using harpoon missiles. Let's update that. It's probably not a problem. I got these better weapon systems I'm using. It's just trash ships. Advanced shields. Yeah, let's not do advanced shields. Let's just do shields. Looks dumb, but I'm leaving it. Hull plating. Good lord. This is an old design. Avenger missiles. That's because this is a mix. So I'll do Phoenix missiles. Wingship Mark III and 5. 1, 2 plus. Battle hammer. Will never build an AI ship. Okay, so that gives me 4 ships. A well-rounded cruisers for fleets. A missile cruiser for if I actually do my normal strategies. What's the seed ship? I need pulse cannon. Do I have a nut upgrade? I don't think I've been doing kinetics for a while. Yeah, I have not. I don't have the thulium to do the upgrade one. I have a little bit, but that's gonna run out fast. These are expendable. Okay. All right. Let's see. Doesn't have a lot of spare production. Let's. Oop. 180. I'll probably start building my new cruiser designs here. And just try to race through some of these turns a little bit faster. Need more transports. In fact, I need more everything. That's the solution. More everything. I don't know. Start the invasion over on campus. Oh. Yeah, you little eyeball dudes. Kind of screwed up a lot of stuff. Didn't trade. Oh, jeez. Losing. This fleet's got to retreat after this if I lose too many ships. Yeah, I got retreat with them. Oh, crap. And it's a total wipe. Well, things were going pretty well until the last little bit. Let's see. I've actually got knocked down quite a bit during this session. Alright. What I should be doing is watching Addy is under siege. Yeah, Deuce, right. Addy's under siege by almost nothing. Okay. I'll clear that. Alright. Well, I think that's all for tonight. Well, I made pretty good grounds on the Manti's homeworld and stuff like that, but I might lose it because I also took a fairly significant dent in the last little bit just to my fleets and stuff. So I have to look at building those up much faster. And those these worlds, oh, provided I didn't. Did I just lose them? Some of these core worlds I've added just recently. Where did it go? Territory's so big, I don't know where everything is now. Oh, cow. Oh, that's actually building up stuff. So I think the main thing is I just got to come back here, and I have to take all this stuff as quick as possible. I have to get this. I have to turn around. I'm not probably should call this silly little excursion back, but take that back and start cleaning up. Really focusing all my efforts on dropping this because once I take this core world and start maintaining it, in fact, I should start seeing rebellion. Like these colonies, I'm not worried that well, that one's a core and it's got a little bit, but some of these little colonies are actually in rebellion. So if I get this core world here, I think for the most part, I'm not sure, maybe these two, I'll have all this. And then I can get back to like a small little token fleet to wrap them up while I work on the navigators, who isn't doing too much. Economic power still going strong. Population still strong. Influence still good. Research really has been helping. Yeah, so I mean, My military got taken down, but I have the production capacity to rebound it. I just gotta do it. Maybe, I gotta stop all these little fighters all over the place. So, but that's enough for tonight. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna shut down the stream. Videos are for the entire series is on my YouTube.